100 planes of hell. Duke's come out of his coma.
Beat me to it. Good evening, ghoulish and grisly guys, gals, and non-binary pals. This week, we're playing Session 6 of They Came From Beyond the Grave in the Ultimate episode. Kickstarter for this game ends tomorrow, so there's still time for you to get in there and get some awesome stretch goals added to your base book. We've already passed the director's screen, the t-shirt, the triple-size book of villains and creepy monsters, digital wallpaper, and 3 playable scenarios. The remaining stretch goals are a trio of pre-made PCs each for a total of 6. We can hit both by tomorrow. You'll find the link to the Kickstarter in the chat being posted periodically all night, so also be sure to check out Gehenna Gaming's one-shot they did of this game. Video on demand is on their Twitch, and a Red Moon role-playing story they did earlier in the month. So check out the Kickstarter and get in now, so you can grab up those delicious stretch goals. There's only 1 day left. So all of you, come in. Come in, it's very cold and dark out there. But it's nice and warm here inside our lovely antique shop. Come in, have some tea, browse our selection of accursed antiques. Each of them has a terrifying tale of its own to share. Let's tell you one of those tales tonight, or at least the end of it. I am Tyler, EldritchEchoes Online, and I will be your director. Our cast and crew are also all here. I'm going to let them introduce themselves. Tell us who you are, and who you're playing.
Hi, I'm at Space Lord PJs. I'm playing the Hunter. I guess my old Hunter's dead. Victorian Hunter's dead. Yeah, that's a shame. Probably. It's about 200 years or so. Probably not still alive. Anyway, I really want to tell you guys something, but I can't because it's really off topic, but it's fine. So I guess I'll have to wait.
Get it off your chest now.
All right, so we were wrong, and this goes back to 5 minutes ago. The beginning of the Transformers movie is not all the Autobots dying. Spoiler alert of a 30-year-old movie, but it's pants-shitting cosmic horror. It's Unicron eating all, and then it goes to the
eats all the things.
Right.
Then it goes to the kick-ass theme song. Then he kills all the Autobots, and there goes my drink.
Right.
Holy shit!
Wow, we got Sean to knock over his drink.
And then, and then, if you want to make a 12-year-old cry even more, you kill his hero, and then.
So what you're telling me is that movie starts off with a planet-eating, universe-killing Transformer being introduced.
Yes.
The second greatest theme song of all time.
Yes.
And then a giant 15-minute robot battle that ends with the greatest hero of the show being murked.
Yeah. So if you wanna know why I am the way I am, that 20 minutes explains it.
Affected his whole life. All right, we should move on before people coming in are like, "This is a Transformers game."
It is now.
Well, people are dressed kind of funky. Oh my
You
god!
are in disguise.
Oh, I don't know if I can carry on after that. I think I'm just done for the night. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so hi, I'm Changeling Ever. My pronouns are they and them, and I will be playing the dupe. Florence in the Victorian era and Lillian in the 70s because she's a groovy flower child. Sorry, that's all I've got.
Hello, I am Steve. I Voodoo Arcade on the internet, and you will see me tonight playing the Mystic, Walter and Leslie. Spooky Woo.
And I am Devin. You can find me online at Sorta Sullied. And I am playing the Raconteurs, Luther, and oh, wait, no, he's a little ashy now. Giles.
Damn shame about Giles.
Terrible shame.
Also, for anyone who's curious, Steve may sound a little different because he is not at home.
I am not. I am on location at a friend's house as I move
Transformers Central.
Transformers Central as I move to yet another new residence, hopefully soon, which means I actually have to sit in front of this piece of garbage I do not support Manchester City at all.
Yeah.
Fuck City.
Glory.
United.
Glory.
Glory, Man United. The Reds go marching on.
Okay. I mean,
I already did my introduction.
Yeah, he did.
no, I was trying to get you to save it from football reference.
Oh,
Moving
can't.
on.
Oh, I wasn't even paying
Now
attention.
that everyone
to the
knows who we
football
are,
reference.
shameless plug time. Please remember to like and subscribe to Vorpal Tales and the Onyx Path on YouTube. Follow us both on Twitch. Leave comments. Check out the Vorpal Tales Patreon at patreon.com/Vorpal Tales. Sign up and join us for monthly virtual movie night. Watch some anime. Share the love and help us keep all these awesome stories and games going. You can find our crew when we aren't on this Twitch, on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch by looking up Vorpal Tales. And our Discord. If you go to our website, you can find the link to so you can join up and hang out. On Mondays, we're currently playing Mage 20th Anniversary Edition, Technocracy Reloaded. On Wednesdays, starting next week, we'll be playing Hunter the Vigil 2nd Edition on this channel. Thursdays is Avernus, Descent into Avernus, and Friday will be Conan Adventures in an Age of Crypto. Come join the fun! Also, a special thank you to Onyx Path Publishing for always being involved with streamers of their games and making awesome games for us to play. And finally, make sure you check out the other awesome shows on this channel. Go check out their own channels too. But that's enough plugs. On to the final show. Anybody need aspirations one last time? And yes, the XP will matter. You'll find out why at the end.
Oh.
I guess I should then.
'Cause whoever has the most XP wins.
I'll tell you now. XP is carrying over to actual experiences to build your characters for Hunter the Vigil. Instead of 3 bonus experiences to build your characters, you'll have 3 plus whatever you made. Entire 6-week arc.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
More is better.
Hey, do I get to cheat and use both characters' XP at the same time?
Both characters?
We do have 2 separate characters with XP.
And
only
you
have
told
one
us to
character.
give-
The other one's a pile of ash.
They still
Space.
accrued
Space.
experience.
Yes, it will all carry over, yes.
Holy damn. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Well, I have to add I forgot to add my experience for aspirations last time. Oh,
So-
damn. Walter never closed the portal he opened. That's unfortunate. Nor did he release the spirit stuck at Eventide Manor. Man, Walter sucked.
Well, he technically. No.
Sure.
Well,
But
he
that
didn't
won't
open the
come up
portal
tonight at all in
so-
any way, shape, or form to screw with the modern mystic.
Okay.
I'm sure that I definitely did not keep track of that.
No. Tyler's
No.
a terrible director that doesn't keep track of his characters. Oh, wait, that's me.
There's no such thing as continuity
Only
errors.
if it's bad for you.
So my short-term
Oh, Steve
aspiration.
needs some aspirations. Yes, go ahead.
My short-term aspiration: faint at least once. Do vampires faint? Like,
Actually, you don't need aspirations for Florence. You all only need aspirations for your modern character.
oh,
The
okay.
Victorian arc is dead, and Florence is now nothing but a secret that you get to play.
Victorian arc is dead, and you are the only one that's alive from it. Sort of.
So technically, I solved the ultimate mystery of the mansion.
You are the mystery of the mansion.
The mystery is solved, yes. You now actually just do collect the artifacts that are still left to use them in some unknown way to actually banish the demon, burn the building to the ground.
Oh,
So-
funny enough, that was my short aspiration we just created.
Which one? Or both?
Burn this infernal house to the ground and be responsible for the death of the vampiress.
Okay.
Which one?
Hunter wants to kill you. You're the only one left. The other vampire sacrificed herself in the Victorian era for the mystic.
Oh,
to be
that's
able to
right.
kill the demon for 100
Well,
years. The only vampiress left is Florence.
Oh my
Vampires
god,
are bad
Sean's
anyway,
gonna
so
kill me.
yeah.
Yeah, she's a super
Or
villain,
you're
man.
gonna win.
That character's fate is sealed. Or she'll kill all of you.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Depends on the rolls.
So, that takes care of the hunter. What about the raconteur?
Oh no, mine's ready. I already
Nope.
had all of mine.
I need one more short.
What do you got already?
I have tried to use my love to break the brainwashing of the co-eds, which was. That's like 5 sessions old now, and I haven't even seen them.
Still there, don't worry.
Okay, and then that's a short. And then long was con the demon inside me.
Okay. Those will both work. So now you need one more short, yes. And just so you
Yeah.
remember for point of reference, in all those sessions, only like 2 days passed. In
Right,
the modern
right.
era, most of it happened in the Victorian.
Most of it's back in Victoria. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they're still there, and it was only last night that they shared a wonderful evening with you.
So I'm about to eat Lillian to death.
Correct.
I got claws. I'm going to put break free from the demonic control.
Yeah, that's okay, because breaking free and actually conning him aren't the same thing. It may
Right,
come
'cause
down to you
I'm-
having to force him out, and you can fail to con it, yes.
I don't want to fail to con it.
To get both of them, you'll have to convince him to leave. Voluntarily. And what about the dupe? You need any aspirations for Lillian?
I think I created ones that are alright. There's short aspiration. I kind of want to get an attack in on myself, my past self.
Nice.
That's a very good one.
Second short aspiration is carry over, use the gun or the knife that I was given.
Okay.
And then my long aspiration is defeat the bad guys.
Super specific? I like it.
Mm-hmm.
So, since we're all good, I'm going to do my recap. Then when my recap is done of last session, we're going to have each of you, in character, recap from your perspective, starting with the Victorian era, character's entire journey, beginning to end. So, last session. After reawakening, our Victorian heroes formulated a plan to gather the necessary implements to lock the evil deep under the house. Raconteur attempted to trick his fiancée, decrying genuine tears of betrayal. He was able to collect his tears, but she figured out it was a trick and he left with a tongue lashing and a thoroughly slapped face. The dupe attended confession with her priestly contact and was able to acquire a herb. The hunter, a clandestine meeting with former cultists he had previously. They traded him his part, as long as he promised never to ask them for favors again. Finally, Mystic borrowed a precious, ancient family heirloom owned by one of his closest friends, thoroughly broke it, and took the thing inside of it. Once all the ingredients were gotten, they threw together a hasty plan to split up, take care of the evil in the house. But then disaster! Dupe was on the second floor, trying to ward the house when the rest of the group heard her desperate scream and she was again. Raconteur was turned into a vampire by the spawn of Satan, and the hunter was forced to end it. The Mystic's vampire soulmate sacrificed herself to hold the demon down long enough for the hunter and the Mystic to trap it deep under the house. Only the Mystic and the hunter escaped into the night. Meanwhile, in the modern era, the group wakes up in the cellar and discusses their shared dream, but are interrupted by the arrival of the professor and his lackeys. They attempt to fight their way out, but they discover the Victorian dupe, Florence, is still alive. He had been turned into a vampire and has returned a century later to finish the job of freeing the great evil into the world. The Mystic gives in to his inner demon. I mean, his demon pal that's totally not inside of him, that just comes when he calls. In the ensuing chaos, the group is separated. Outside the house, the hunter is hell-bent and destroying the summoning circle in the storage building, but is thwarted at the last second by the raconteur. It is revealed he is under the sway of Florence ever since she caught him in the secret passages in an earlier episode. Will the raconteur be able to defeat the hunter? Will the mystic claw the heart out of the dupe? How will the story end? Tonight we'll find out. Let's get a summary in their own words. Starting with the Victorian-era hunter. Sean, tell us about your journey.
Hey, so I was asked to join a dinner party with a bunch of snooty rich types, I believe, probably. And so we were having dinner, and then we rode, and then there was this guy who was just like, oh, I can see spirits. And he was all like very, very, very like obnoxious. And then so we arrived at the house of this rich woman who said that her servants had been killed, and we investigated the murder, and then we saw the murder. There was a murder, and then a man fell out of a window dead. He was already dead, but he fell out the window. That was a travesty. I went and got him back and put him in a secret passage, and he was just there forever, I guess. And then so somebody was like, let's have a seance. And it's like, well, I mean, sure, I guess, got the candles and all. But then during the investigation, we had I saw a pentagram on the wall in blood, as if the man had been struck in the chest, and then out the back became a pentagram of blood. It was terrible. And so we did the seance, and then the house tried to eat us, if I remember correctly. And yes, and then we found our way into the cellar, I believe, and then we faced off a demon summoning warlock and his vampire cohort. But then the vampire cohort turned out to be the lover of the mystic, who I still wanted to stake her, but she needs staking. But then come to find out, we needed relics of old that might help us contain the evil. And then our group returned to the house only to find ourselves betrayed by our own. And then the mystic and I struggled to perform the ritual, and finally we did. And the vampiress sacrificed herself to put the evil demon thing, man, warlock, in devil, Satan, possibly, don't know. And we escaped the house barely with our lives. Yeah. So that was that. And then I guess I died at some point.
Of old age.
Of old age. No, I mean, he wasn't much of a drinker, so.
How would you like your hunter to have ended his life? Was he fighting a vicious vampire? Was he punching deep ones?
I imagine he eventually like found out who killed his family, like whatever that monster was, and just had like a mortal battle in it, and then they fell off a cliff or something and were never seen again. But then they talk of like an old man who lives up in a cabin. Yeah. Like they always talk about this dude who lived up in a cabin on the mountain, and like, you know, they thought it was the guy, but nobody was scared. Nobody was brave enough to go find out, and maybe it was him, maybe it wasn't, who knows, you know, that sort of thing.
I'm for it.
Cool.
All right, Mystic, tell us about your Victorian journey.
Yes. I can't do the voice right now. Yes, wonderful. So, you see, what had happened was I lost my glasses. They were around, but now they are more obstructing. No. So, long ago, many days ago, when I was but a young lad, 7 or 8 days younger, a friend of mine convinced me that we should go to this manor with even tides, and that there were spirits to be investigated and communed with. And so I jumped at the opportunity to be able to use my sensory abilities to speak with and seize the ghost. So I packed up my wagon with all of my gizmos and doodads and my crystal balls and the other crystals that aren't quite in ball shape, and went to the manor. It was at that point that I met these 3 Two were suspicious. One, a complete brute. Trying to commune with the spirits, we focused our attention on a murder that had happened at the manor. And I was able to touch a few of the possessions of the victim, at which point I saw the shadow of a figure sneak into the room and accost the poor victim. I saw this in my head with my eyes through the veil into the other world. At that point, it was then that I realized that above all else, we should have a seance. Things went badly from there. With the girthy candles, yes. With the very, very girthy candles. Some bodies were misappropriately handled. One was dropped out of a window by said brute. One was hidden in a wall. I believe it was the same body, actually. A hound was fought at some point in time. I forgot about the hound. I hope the hound doesn't show up randomly. That would be very bad. In my face. Mystic. So it was there that we started to investigate the manor for more issues. We discovered underground layer in the tunnels where the body had been hidden. We found a ceremonial pentagram into the floor, at which point some sort of well-dressed lightning shooting man was poofed, and then a demon was transmorgified into where the lightning man used to be. So it's that time arose that I realized that the lady vampire that was with the lightning man was actually my long-lost soul lover from across the universe and from across time, and I would never have forgotten her, despite the fact only remembering she existed at that exact moment. Some other things happened. I broke a crystal ball. I stole a skull. Everyone died except for the brute and myself, at which point we became close friends.
Brute? Really? Still with that?
You're a brute. You need to just accept the fact that you are a brute, and that I am a very smart person.
The closest of friends?
Closest of friends.
Very happy that you believe that the brute was the one that threw the body out the window, because that totally is exactly how it happened.
That is exactly what happened. That is how I recall the series of events.
Yes, exactly. Which is why he went down to get it.
Right, correct. And put it in the wall. So yes, me and the brute were definitely the closest of friends, all the way up until we talked maybe 6 or 7 times after the manor, which for olden times was quite often. Letters, I would write 3 or 4 paragraphs of just the most minor details of my life. This is a very close friendship. And until his untimely demise at some points in time. I didn't get all the details. I threw away the notice. It seemed like a lot of words. Walter ultimately died in a
famous, surrounded by many grandchildren.
I was going to say died in a suspicious gardening accident.
How else would the police explain how you accidentally fell on a wooden stake? It's very weird. Raconteur. No.
Oh, yes, very well. I was actually called to the manor by a good friend asking to help, as I had solved a case that they had dealt with prior to, and Florence's manor was exactly where I went. At which point we went to view the room of the initial murder, where I saw somebody jump out the window. No one else did, so I, of course, went alone, as any bold, daring Englishman would do. I jumped out the window, I gave chase, cut some corners, and eventually found my way into a giant demon dog, which was rather frightful, but it's okay, because, thankfully, The wonderful hunter had made his way through the house, and he and his cohorts shot at this hound and helped it away from me, keeping me safe, as what should be important to them, because I'm English. Anyway, then we went back and discovered there was another murder, which is where we discovered that, in fact, yes, there was yet another body, which, when looking at that, an incident occurred and it flew out the window. I don't really remember. It's muddied. The hunter was so gracious as to go and get it. The lady fainted. There was some blood on the wall, that sort of thing. We continued on, found some secret passageways, got lost. There was a lot of stuff that we did in these past few days, and what else? After we got lost, we made our way out. We did discover that one secret passage down to the cellar, where, as we previously stated, Lightning Man, and for some reason she liked that German fellow. But luckily, that Empress did save us that way. Afterwards, we had to go about and find our special artifacts, at which point I had to make the love of my life, the yet unnamed Sorka, cry. And afterwards, we made our way back. I decided to make the daring attempt at gathering them all out so that we'd be able to salt the earth, as it were, to stop this evil. And I did rather well, rather too well, as I grabbed half the house and the warlock himself, which was not very smart, as he then drank me. And, then... yeah, that rather nastiness. Thank you again, Hunter, for killing me.
And last but not least, Florence.
I can't say I remember as much as the others. Quite a bit was missing. I may or may not have fainted often. And only once was my fainting couch collected to be placed underneath me when I fell to the floor. My body ended up hitting the floor. I'm just watching Steve crack up over there. It's great.
Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it.
I had originally found that my servants were being murdered. And a good servant is hard to come by, and many wouldn't stay in my home. Sadly, there weren't many to tie my shoes, so I didn't have to cook my food, do my buttons. I was very, very dismayed and distraught. However, I brought in some assistants to do the work for me so they could solve the murder mystery of my servants. It was delightful. However, one was rather... The only term that comes to mind for some reason is brutish. The other was a bit Sherlocky. And then the other... Well, I'm not quite sure how to describe him other than he was very, very strange and he spoke to spirits, supposedly. It tended to all work out. They kind of helped me come across a solution to banish the evil from my home that my uncle left me. As a matter of fact, my uncle did not leave it for me. It was meant for his apprentice in the dark arts. Disappointment. And so the house came to me instead of that apprentice by accident. So these cultists were attempting to take it out on me. I did nothing wrong. I'm perfectly innocent. And these delightful gentlemen, who, one of which is rather delicious. No, really, he was delicious. I turned him into a vampire, and now he's my thrall. It's quite fun. I, incidentally, became a vampire as well. Prior to that, obviously, because one cannot turn a vampire unless you are already a vampire. So yes, that little tidbit, I am a vampire now. See? Lovely. And wardrobe malfunction because the fang fell off.
Look, it's old One Fang.
It's the one you didn't need. The one that doesn't infect.
Is it? So, like, one is just a chomping fang, and then the other is the venom fang.
Correct.
Okay. Cool. I'm the first snaggletooth vampire.
One fang is just a molar that's growing in the wrong place. This is like
it was the Victorian era.
Instead of an oversized insert, it's just an extra molar in the front.
One fang.
That's really weird. I just pictured all the molars where the incisors and canines would be, and then all the incisors and canines in the back. It's really uncomfortable.
It's very, like, that thought hurts, and I don't like it.
I'm imagining biting my cheek a lot more.
Ow.
All right. Hunter. Tell us about your day and a half in the modern era.
Oh my god.
It's only been a day and a half. All right. So I was at the bar and I got a call because that's where I take my calls, at the bar. And there was this French woman on the other end who's like, "Hey, you want to do a sleep study?" And I was like, "Sure." So I went and took a cab and went to this strange house. And there was some other weird people doing the sleep study, and they looked, I don't know, cultish. They're all dressed alike. It makes you a cult. Something about this room was weird that they had me in. So I was like, something about this room is weird. So I went and I like looked around and I saw the pipes for like putting gas in the room. So didn't get to fix that. So I got knocked out, and then I went to sleep. I had a weird dream. Don't remember what it was. But it was weird. It was like, you know, when you're sleeping and then you wake up and you really got to pee bad, and then you're like, man, that was a weird dream. And then like you pee, and then you come back and you're like, man, I can't remember what that dream was now. Anyway, so the next day we explored and I found some strangers in an old barn outside, and that thing had like some, it had freaking monsters inside. So I beat those down with a crowbar, and then I was gonna burn it, but then the mystic guy was all like, "Hey, don't do that! Like, there's blood and fire that opens portals to hell." And I was like, I do this for a living. I knew that. And then so like we went back to the house and we went back to the house and everything gets a little fuzzy right there, I think, because we wandered through some passages, ended up in a cellar, and like I got me a silver cross, which you didn't have, but all hunters should have. It's like standard issue. You know, and that's when like the she vampire showed up, and she was all like, I'm gonna bite you, and I was like, that's cool. I'm gonna stab you. And then we escaped, and we go destroy the summoning circle, I think, but found the detective there who was under the sway of the she vampire, and was like, this is a shitty day. And then I think that sounds right. I think probably. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Yo.
Hey. How's everybody doing tonight? Doing good? Everyone having fun tonight? We doing all right? Yeah, all right, let's go. It's a good crowd. We're a good crowd. All right, hey. All right, thank you guys so much for coming. So this is my second appearance on Carson. Thank you, Johnny. So Leslie, infamous, famous, amazing, mystic extraordinaire, mentalist and mesmerist and speaker to the dead. After an amazing set where he absolutely killed and got a standing applause and was given many tips, got a call from a very nice French lady. I did a reading for her for free. Told her that I could, definitely book her another appointment. Actually, no, I didn't do a set. I did a reading. That's right. I had a private session. That's right. And then after my private session, I did a free reading for the French lady. We went ahead and put her down for some repeat sessions so we could really dig into everything. She told me I was part of the sleep study, which I remember signing up for now because sometimes it's a little hard to, sleep when I got, all the voices just yapping away. So in the sleep study, hung out, had dinner. It wasn't a big deal. Everyone dressed a little funny, but not everybody can afford all the nice, fancy, up-to-date things. My assistant quit, and/or I fired her because she drove off before I had the chance to tell her to take my bags in. We'll figure that out later. I think her name was Dandelion, or no, Marzipan, Lavender. She had a hippie name. So at that point, we hung out. We did a little bit. I made 2 new friends. 2 of the co-eds that were taking part of the sleep study. We did the dance with the 3 backs. And man, what happened after I had the threesome with the co-eds? it's all been kind of downhill from there. Oh, right. I got possessed by a demon somewhere along the way. Not possessed. I just happened to make friends with a demon who follows me around now. And sometimes I sprout claws.
Unrelated.
Those 2 thoughts are separate. We investigated some underground tunnels, or no, we investigated some tunnels that led us to the library, at which point 2 of the other sleep study members tried to lock us in said tunnel and thought there was some beast that was going to kill us. But luckily, the others were able to fight the beast off in a physical manner. I'm not much of a fighter person. I'm more of a talker, thinker man. But they seemed surprised to see us that morning. So, went to go talk to him, went to go see what was up, went to go hang out. It's like, hey guys, why are you locking us in tunnels and talking like you're all creepy, weird cultist people? Next thing I know, I was in a room covered in blood. I haven't seen those 2 since. I wonder what happened to them. I should follow up on that. Other series of events happen, but what really sticks to my mind though is again when an old German guy showed up and was like, hey, I'm you from like 100 years ago, but I'm not German, so I think he's lying. However, he said I had to get these things and I had to do the thing to stop the thing and do the ritual. He wanted me to do a seance. Who does seances anymore? Lame, I'm gonna tell you. Super unhip. But yeah, we did the seance. We tried. We did the ritual. I don't think it worked. There's vampires. The last thing I remember happening in the last day and a half was being tied up in a room while Lillian was strapped to a bed about to be ritually sacrificed. And my claws, unrelated to a demon, happened to manifest. And some violence may have occurred.
Luther.
So he just said that the German guy was lying, his German character, and that was my thing for an aspiration. Does that count?
No.
Okay. I had to try.
That was a really good try, though.
I mean, you specifically said he was lying, so yeah.
No, I said that my future dumb character thought but yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. All right, so my fiance had decided that I had been working way too hard because I wasn't getting enough sleep. So she signed me up for a sleep study, which I only remembered after I solved yet another case. Go me. This French hippie girl gave me a call reminding me. I started driving over there, at which point I initially thought I was just paranoid, but then I realized that I was being tailed. After making 13 different stops on the way and being followed by the same car, you figure it out sometimes. Well, I do at least. I arrived at the sleep study, at which point I was greeted by some weird college pothead, I guess. I don't know. He offered me dope. I decided against it, better minds. Was greeted by the professor of the sleep study, or who was in charge of the sleep study, who is obviously a villainous man because he lied to me about being followed. He told me I wasn't. And the fact that the house was wired, it was just far too strange. Well, following this, we went to bed. I had terrible nondescript nightmares. Woke up screaming bloody murder. At which point, my good friend helped me out of my room. He unlocked the door. Good old Hi, my drunk companion. Very, very good man. As we were outside searching for, random things, because, why wouldn't you after being knocked out and, locked in a room? We discovered a secret passage, which contained a corpse from who knows how long ago. We decided, let's just look inside the secret passage, because why not? We're already nose deep in something that we don't know about, and they're knocking us out. So here we go. We probably should have brought light, though, because it was very dark, and I ended up having to rely on Mr. High in order to get us to a non-dark, damp hallway. Which was actually very nice, because we discovered the library with that very weird staircase to a doorway in the bottom which we couldn't open. We decided, well, we'd better just head back to our rooms and pretend this never happened for the night. Which was very fun, waking up the next morning to discover that they were so surprised to see us. And there was somebody missing. That was not very nice. We decided to split up, as, is the smartest idea in these situations, and look around the place. I eventually made my way into the secret passages once more, trying to work my way around, and I found the most beautiful of women. Oh, yes. Good times were had, and now I follow her every whim. Sorry, what? Oh, yes, and also we made our way to basement, something. I found a book, something, and now I'm trying to kill Mr. Hilton.
Lillian!
Still a good man, though, right?
A very good man, and soon he will be a very good dead man.
What? Oh, goodness. So, there I was at the university, and I had signed up for this sleep study with my professor, and I was sent to call the participants. Sadly, most of them were rather ignorant and unfortunately not French. So I dealt with it as best as I could. I told them where to be and when to be there, and Steve.
Got him.
Steve, I'm gonna kill you. What I'm referencing is the first game with Lillian. I overshot the R in the French accent, and it went from trains to twains, and this butthead just messaged me that word, and oh my god.
Right in the twains.
So many twains.
You're Tyler, don't be mean to me.
-1 point
Yes.
for Steve.
But the twains.
Anyway, now that I have told them where to be and what to do and where to go, they have arrived, and unfortunately, they are as... To correct myself, they were boring and a bit dim-witted. However, upon getting to know them and them helping me solve the mystery of why my professor is actually an evil cultist and why there are hauntings in this mansion, why we were being drugged, and ultimately these members of the sleep study became how do you say, almost friends, I would assume. Oui, friends. Sort of. Except for that strange drunk one. He was rather drunk the whole time.
Just laughing.
Still more helpful than some of the other.
Quit throwing me off. No, I'm just kidding. That's fine. Sorry, I'm a little distractible tonight because I have a headache that I've taken medication for, and it's not exactly helping. So that's okay. Yes. Gosh, I'm so sorry, guys. You keep throwing me off. Sean's gonna punch you. Anyway, we set out to discover why my professor was attempting to drug all of the participants and why all the rest of the participants were not actually participants. They were cultists. Is that the proper word? Cultists? English is so very strange. So, we discovered what was behind the nefarious plot of awakening the evil that was part of the mansion. And now I have found myself tied down, being sacrificed to who knows what. And past me is very disappointingly not French, and also a vampire. So there's quite a lot to remedy. Perhaps I will be able to stake my past self in the heart. We shall see.
And then the camera pulls back, because what you're watching is the final scene in the alternate version of this movie from the cult hit collection 10 years from now. And all four of them stand up and are escorted out of the police interrogation room by an officer. The camera stays in the room, though, and the detective who just listened to all their statements is sitting there, looking at the folder. He blinks, takes a drink of his coffee, he closes the folder, stands up, throws it in the trash bin, and walks out. Post credits. So,
Wait, hold on.
as we return...
Wait, no, hold on. I'm going to do the... Oh my god, I can't believe this was going to be the ending to this movie. Ugh, man. Ugh, I hate...
Somebody actually wrote this, Dribble.
Oh, jeez. I can see why this got cut.
4 hot dogs down. Yeah.
Wait, how do you know when the hot dogs are down? Is it, is it when they're horizontal and laying down in the bun, or is it when they're like somehow propped up on a toothpick standing up? Of course, underneath the toothpick, you'd have to have a styrofoam block. Sorry, carry
They're
on.
limp like this.
It's an internet.
As the camera
rage,
pans
dude.
back in. As the camera pans back in, it's panning in on the cellar. Dead cultists are everywhere. Blood is splattered all over the walls. None of it's in pentagram shapes, though. And we see the looming shape of Leslie with horns and claws, menacingly leaning over Lillian, who is tied up and screaming. And just as he's about to sink his claws deep into Lillian's chest, the knock on the cellar door. Excuse me. Knock, knock, knock. Excuse me, Mr. Fry, are you in there? Excuse me. Mr. Fry.
Oh wait, am I
More
gagged?
insistent knocking.
Sweetie, this
You are
isn't the
gagged,
time.
yes. But I came all the way to find you. I love your show. I saw you on Carson.
What? Huh?
I saw you on Carson. I just want an autograph. Knock, knock, knock.
Can
Email,
Can Leslie from inside the possession try to force his way back out? Hearing
Yes, because the demon
this?
is just as vain as Leslie.
Okay, so what would I roll to take back
Kosher
control?
plus integrity.
Oh my god. How many rewrites we got?
Mhm.
None.
Oh wait, no,
None.
these are the individual.
No, we aren't doing that anymore
Nope,
because
we
Yeah,
did
we're-
away
we're
with
in a
that because
pool
only
now.
the more modern remains.
Oh, I thought modern was the one that had individuals.
yeah, we did, but
We
not
did.
anymore.
Okay,
It did.
alright, cool.
Do you have any tropes
Yeah, but
or
well,
quips?
maybe. Yeah,
Both.
Well. Oh, come on. When you meet your heroes, you scream. You call that a scream?
Perfect.
Vote.
I'll
Tried real hard, guys.
I
need-
tried
I
so
need
hard. He made
every-
my head hurt worse.
I need
I'm just
every bonus I can freaking get.
You heard him, audience. He needs every bonus he can get.
So I have
Um,
a question.
okay.
If
You can have it. Yes. Lillian.
I was gonna, can I use Equip to help out another player?
No, not by the rules, but sure. Problem is you're gagged.
Just
Dang
say
it.
it. Just say it while gagged.
Oh, I was thinking that Lillian would think to herself, "Well, don't just stand down. Do something."
Hey, gagged. Vote.
Only
Yes.
because she did it gag.
I did it gagged.
There you go, Steve. Plus 2 dice.
If you're being real nice, can I use greed is good as a trademark? And even though it's supposed to be for empathy, can I swap that over to integrity, please?
Yeah, because you're not going to get much of a chance to use empathy by the time we're done.
Yeah. Okay. So that's 3 bonuses. Okay.
No, trademarks are enhancements.
Or
So you get 2 bonus
enhancements.
dice, and then if you succeed, you get 2 extra successes.
Okay. Here we go. Boom! That makes it 3 successes.
3 is plenty. You managed to take control.
Leslie kind of like starts fighting back. You can hear it's that Leslie's
Bram
voice.
Squatter gives Steve a boost.
Ah,
You might need it in a
in
moment.
chat.
I might need it very shortly. Thank you so much. So it's that in those old style movies, it's that thing where Leslie's regular non-demon voice is like wispy back and forth from like one side of the audio to the other, and it's just like, I want out. I want to see my fan. I want out. And the claws and the horns start like, going back in, and finally Leslie takes back over control of his own body. And he oh god. looks down at Lillian, sees her tied up and gagged. Oh. Looks at the door, the person knocking, looks at Lillian, leans down for a moment, and you think he's going to help her, but he's just kind of brushing his hair in the reflection of like her jewelry and earrings, and just like.
And then,
perfect.
Oh, can you help me? I'm looking for stab noise, stab noise, stab noise, scream,
No,
stab noise.
No! Throw the door open.
The body of a young, beautiful co-ed slumps to the ground dead.
Yeah.
Black cloak disappears around a corner.
No. She's dead?
We're great on Carson.
Ah. No! I don't know your name, but I appreciate your support.
And then the camera jumps to the barn.
Okay.
You're just about to try to stab Hugh in the back, Luther, when you hear a car pull into the driveway and you hear a bunch of voices as several people get out of the car.
DM gets a
This
boost
is a
from
weird house.
Marcellus.
Why would he be here? I don't know. Maybe he's doing seances here. All I know is we're going to get autographs. Yeah, we're going to get autographs. And then feet heading towards the front door. This makes you spin around, Hugh, and see Luther looming over behind you.
Gasp. Gasp.
His eyes are all glazed over, and he looks like he's not himself.
So, High Hugh Hilton is going to do the classic thing when this happens in movies. He's just going to take out his silver cross and like slam it against Luther's neck, and
Luther, roll stamina.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
There's a sizzling
One
burn,
success.
and there's a sizzling noise, and you leave a terrible burn on the side of his neck. Luther yells in agony and takes 1 bubble of damage. Luther,
Yes.
You are yourself again.
Does this count as breaking control of the vampires?
Yes.
Cool.
An easy way to get an inspiration.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Hi, my good man. I knew I could count on you.
What the hell's wrong with you?
And that's when a little tiny fireball spurts. Actually, no, a little tiny lightning ball spurts through the room and explodes, tossing Hugh back out the window and onto his backside on the ground. And you're like, all right, there were imps in the barn. Roll initiative.
Oh, crap.
yes.
That's right. What is it? Cunning plus dexterity dots?
It added to a
cunning
single
plus,
D10 roll.
Yeah.
As always,
Wow.
I perfectly roll.
Yay.
Tyler. We have a
Yes,
question
sir.
in chat. We want a question in chat that I wanted to get your thought on really quickly. Vorpal Tales subscribers still can do the 3 bonus dice for this game, correct?
Yeah, that's not an Onyx Path thing. That's us. They can use it here.
Okay, perfect. Then yes, Othellos, you absolutely can. You still have 2 left.
Okay. So we got a 14 and a 9. I assume you're just going to keep your order, and Hugh, you're going to keep the 14. The imps are going to
Yeah.
go on 11, so it's going to be...
Yeah.
That's the price you pay for pointing that out to me, Steve. Apophlos gives them all to me.
Yeah, he gives both of them to you. This backfired tremendously. I'm sorry, guys. I tried real hard.
You should have just let that one go.
It's because they think not enough people have died in this movie. It's only 2 of 6.
That's
Actually, 1 of 6. The other one's not dead yet. It's undead.
about to be.
Okay. You are first, Hugh. You are outside of the barn again. You hopping around inside the barn. 2 imps. One is blue. One is a violet color. And you see 2 cultists also in there, grabbing rifles.
There was cultists in there?
There are now. They
Um,
kick the door open and run in.
How are we going to melt the thing? I can't remember.
We were going to burn
You have
it
to
down.
you have to clean the blood off the pentagram before you
That's-
can burn it. Was the catch?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
right.
you can't do
okay.
it during the fight. You have to actually scrub it clean and then set the fire. It's not something you can do while fighting.
Okay. Is it possible to just go diving through the window again and try to tackle one of them? One of the
Sure,
cultists?
cultist or an imp, yes. Yeah, do athletics plus might. If it's might in this one,
Yes.
yes.
So I got. All right. Question. Can I use my trope? Anything can be a weapon on myself because I am my weapon in this case?
Yes.
Nice.
You are a black belt in I don't know foo.
Oh, come on.
Well, there's one rewrite,
You dive through the window, and you hit the cultist, and you both roll over, and nobody can gain the advantage. That cultist. Right. And free himself from you. Nope. The other cultist is going to try to kick you in the face.
Oh.
Nope, they're not having a good day.
That's a shame.
The imp, blue imp, is going to spit a ball of ice at the raconteur and hit the wall. The violet imp is going to spit a ball of electricity at the raconteur. Roll stamina. 1 out of 4.
and a success.
1 success. You take 1 bubble.
All right.
The wall absorbs most of the shock because you're outside. Now it is your turn.
All right. I would like to line up a nice shot on that one cultist that is not attacking or not grappled by High.
Roll it.
Do I get cunning or dex?
At this range, it's going to be dex. Cunning would be
Okay.
if you were farther away.
Could it be cunning if I was using the windowsill to prop myself up or keep my arms steady?
Sure.
Awesome.
You're about to get screwed. I'll be nice. That's not what I meant, but that's what happened.
Oh, only I can roll that poorly, and my hat's gone forever.
So we
All
should
right,
have some
so-
rewrites, though, right?
Yeah, we have
Like
3
5 now, yeah.
I mean,
Or
unless
wait,
you count
no, yeah,
that for
you're
double.
Right, 3. No, it's 3.
Well, with that botch, it would be 5, but we've got 3.
Oh man.
So,
Do you want to get rid of the botch instead of?
Wait, get rid of the botch.
Didn't you say we had 3 before you rolled that botch?
No,
Now it-
we have
which
3
means
now.
he can only...
Oh, I
Right.
thought we
And
had
either
3.
way, he could only spend 1, which is enough to get that.
And this is why I wasn't aiming at the one that he was grappling.
So, roll a d10, Hugh. Roll a d10, Luther.
I rolled a 7. You rolled an 8.
Uh-oh.
The bullet hits the wall, and a splinter flies off of the wall and hits the workbench, which sparks right next to a bottle of bleach, which in this movie is explosive. Oh no!
Is it?
The barn is on fire! And you haven't scrubbed the blood yet. But it's only that one side that's on
No. Rewrite that now. No.
Can't. They can only spend one rewrite, and that's not enough to change the scene. You don't have enough of a pool yet. Okay.
Wait.
Back to you, Hugh.
I want to do a thing where basically I pick up the one cultist, throwing him into the other cultists, and then causing them to both land into the now flaming bleach.
Because of where the other cultist is, that won't work, but you can toss this one into the flaming bleach.
Sure, that sounds fine.
Might. Might plus athletics again.
We actually do have the ability to fix it slightly. It'll just make it painful later.
Wow.
Success! He lands in the fire.
Oh no, that's
Nice.
terrible for him.
And puts it out. Bleach is not super flammable.
Okay.
Not before it burns him,
Okay.
though. And then, outside, Raconteur, you hear a mournful howling.
Yeah, I knew the puppy was coming sooner or later.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said nothing. See, this is why
It
Tyler
was
wanted to
already
do-
in the script.
No,
which
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't believe you. You could literally show it to me now.
Oh no,
You just need-
Ever had the script from earlier.
I don't believe them either.
I knew because the dog got away. And Tyler doesn't forget
He's charging
puppies.
towards you. Not gonna get here this turn. But he's gonna get here next turn. Burning cultist stops, drops, and rolls. And botches and somehow gets bleach in his eyes.
Can we talk about the fact that as a kid learning to stop, drop, and roll, I really expected to be on fire a lot more in my life than I ever actually have been.
Yeah,
They really hammer it into your head that you're going to be on fire a lot, and you really need to know this information.
Hey, who knows when you're
Like-
going to get into and suddenly I forget the name of the forest in Princess Bride.
Oh.
I'm gonna
The
need
fire
you
swamp.
to roll stamina there.
Tyler's like, I'm not letting you do this. We're moving on.
The lightning bolt hits the wall harmlessly, but the ice bolt hits you right in the face.
Oof.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Cultist with the gun takes a shot out the window, and I'm also gonna need Luther to roll stamina.
Stamina. My best roll of the night.
Botched.
1 success. My best roll of the night.
Luther, you take no bubbles. You get wings, but it gets caught up in the excessive fabric of your 5 jackets. It doesn't actually hit your arm. I'm not going to do anything terrible to you on a damage.
One of those was
watch.
Armani.
You. So, you just get hit with the ice ball for 2 bubbles of damage. No super duper deluxe doom. And now it's back to Luther.
Alright, he's not getting here this next turn. He's got one more round. Puppy.
He'll be here next turn. On the same initiative as the other bad guys. So after Hugh.
Okay, I'm going inside now. And
I will not make you roll for that, but it will take your turn. Unless you're going to dive, and then you have to roll.
What's the roll? Athletics plus might?
Yep.
What happens if I fail?
Regular fail, you won't make it. Botch, you'll plant your face planted to the side of the building. And take damage.
Well, This is about bad ideas. And I succeed with 1 success.
You make it through the window. You can still take an action since you did the dive.
All right, now I'm shooting somebody. Which cultists? Both of them are alive, or just?
Oh
Yeah.
no, those imps are kind of annoying.
The imps are far more damaging than the cultists.
Yeah, but I want my aspiration.
But the cultist dies here.
I want my extra XP.
What's your extra XP?
Plus, kill, knock out a cultist.
Legitimate question. If your character dies, do you still get his XP? In a non-narrative death.
Yeah, because I'm not that mean. However, I might grant some of it to you because it screws you. Well, I am that mean.
And hit the cultist and get that XP, bruh.
All right, leave me 1 cultist for the next round, all right?
No promises.
All right, here's 1 imp. Specifically the one that's been shooting lightning, because he's the only one that actually hit me of the 2.
Yes, correct.
1 success.
You shoot him. He gets knocked backwards. Doesn't kill him, but now he only cares about you. Which helps you.
You're welcome, Hugh.
Hugh, it's your turn.
My good man.
So you said the one cultist who was on fire is now blind?
Yeah, he got bleach in his eye from a bot.
All right, so I want to take
bleach.
him and like grab the back of his head and then slam him into one of the imps.
Okay. Might plus close combat.
Wait, we threw bleach into one of the eyes of one of the enemies?
No, I threw an enemy into bleach.
And then he was on fire. He was rolling to put himself out and got bleach in his eye because he botched.
Yeah.
Okay, well, because for a second I thought you Courtney Coxed, from Masters of the Universe when she took out Beastman with just a bucket of bleach.
Wow,
yeah,
just
that's right.
Deep cuts tonight.
Deep cut Masters of the Universe.
Wow. Okay.
Best movie ever.
1 success. You're able to fling him into the imp. Neither of them get hurt. They'll have to untangle themselves as part of their action.
Okay.
Which they do.
J3, I'll confirm, but I think J3 Billion is giving Luther an extra die.
He is. For more bad decisions.
The other cultist.
Oh, thank you.
The other cultist shoots into the room in a panic and hits an imp. Because that's another botch. There's a lot of botching tonight. The imp gets very mad and lightning bolts the cultist. Oh, well, but then the hellhound leaps in. We both need to roll stamina as he breathes the cone of fire. And now the bard's on fire again.
One success.
No damage.
Ooh.
Disbelieve. Roll it again. Too many. Denied.
2 successes.
That's better. No damage. But those punches do not go in the pool.
Okay.
3 in a row. Too many. Okay. Now it's your turn, Luther.
All right. So there's still 2 cultists left?
Yeah, both the cultists are still alive. They're just... Everyone's attacking everyone now except the Hellhound.
So the one that's not blind and was on fire, I'm going to shoot at him because blinded on fire seems like he's a little less lethal.
Okay.
All right. And I'm going to use that extra die here for 1 success on the extra die. Thank you, J3 Bajillion.
That one is now dead.
And I got an XP. Thank you.
You. One cultist left. 2 imps. And a hellhound. 1 imp is shooting the cultist. The other imp, the ice ball imp, is still figuring out how to shoot. Who to shoot.
Is there still a bottle of bleach in here?
Several.
I want to grab a bottle of bleach and do that whole like rip off the top with my mouth thing. Like just pull the cap off with the top, and then
Don't try this at home, kids.
Don't mess with bleach. Do not drink bleach. Don't put it up your butt. Don't do any of that stuff. It's bad.
I don't even own bleach. It's not good for anything.
Yeah, I mean, really, yeah.
And it's highly
very
flammable.
good. It is very good for killing things.
Okay.
As hopefully High proves right now.
If anybody tells you to drink it, that person's an idiot and don't hang out with them. So then I want to take the bleach and like splash it on the robes of one of the remaining cultists, and then drag that so that I can use his robe to like clean off the blood from the blood off the
off the pentagram thingy.
The not standard issue pentagram, the custom made pentagram.
Okay, roll athletics plus dex.
Wait. Four successes.
It's cleaned off.
Nice.
The imps run.
Okay.
Cultist tries to stop you and shoot you. Roll stamina.
The blind
No bots
cultist?
this time. Yes.
Which one of us?
You.
Oh. All right.
He wasn't
2
permanently blind. He
successes.
was turn blinded. You take no
Okay.
damage.
Nice.
And 1 more from both of you for Hellhound Fire Breath.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm pretty sure Jesus has nothing to do with this hound. 2 success
Wow.
for me, and a botch for High.
Keep that one. 1 damage for Hugh. Alright, Hugh. Barn's on fire now. You could just bail. Or you could stay and fight. Technically was your goal.
Which means technically my XP is now complete. That's my last aspiration burning down the
Nah,
button.
he's gonna do something. He's gonna do something crazy. He's gonna like. Is there any way to like? Okay, I want to grab another bottle of bleach, pop the cap open, and then like toss it at the hellhound while diving out the window as he's trying to blow fire on me.
Okay.
Mm.
Roll integrity. Plus dex.
Whoa!
There it is. There's your payback for all those bodies.
Wow.
So, this is going to be amazing. For several reasons. 1,
Because I'm not out.
It's all right.
1970s bullet time. You Guillermo out double bursts of bleach at the hellhound
Okay.
right as he breathes. He got 5
What year
successes
did the
on his
Long
fire
Riders
breath,
come
so
out?
there was a lot of fire. And yeah, the whole barn explodes. Luther! Please roll stamina.
It's blown.
My
clear.
good friend High!
Oh no.
High is a very one-track mind when he's fighting evil.
Anybody want to help me out?
We got rewrite dice. You can totally do something, or you can quip it, or you
Got a
can.
lot of rewrite dice now.
Yeah, oh yeah, okay.
Just rewrite it. You're blown clear of the fire, and you're fine. Like,
can I? Let's see. Do I want to do that, or do I want to do a costume change?
Our dear friend J over 9,000 gives one more to you.
sweet.
All right.
Whip it real good.
That dog, he was scared to death.
What?
It really is probably the best of my quips
Oh my
in this
God.
situation.
That's absolutely amazing.
So that's one.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Stamina +2. With 2 successes. I'm only moderately burned. Like 6 dice. I believe you're muted, sir.
Oh, I apologize. You only take 2 bubbles of damage and are blown clear of the barn.
Oh, yay.
The Hellhound explodes from inside.
Ooh. Wait, legitimately explodes from the inside out? Or is this like
Yeah,
a
his
mass
fire glands
situation?
exploded.
As I explode, I go, Luther Legardio's blasting off again!
His Hellhound fire glands caught on fire at first.
Nice.
The camera then moves to Lillian and Leslie, still in the cellar. Well, Lillian's still tied up in the cellar, glaring daggers at the back of Leslie, crying and cradling this dead person he doesn't know.
Actually, I'm gonna change that ever so slightly if it's okay. Because this is a featured extra at most. They get the no, but then when the scene comes back, they are unceremoniously now just have to lay on the floor for the next 5 minutes while the scene continues, and neither of the stars address them ever again. And
every now and then you can see them breathe and blink. Yes.
Oh yeah, of course. They roll over just a little bit, and I'll just be over Lillian and Leslie. Yes, Lillian. I'll just be taking the gag out of her mouth, just like, sorry, I got a little carried away. Are you okay?
Am I okay? You attempted to, murder me? No! No, I'm not okay!
You're not gonna keep yelling at me, are you?
I suppose not.
Okay, because the gag can go back in if it needs to.
Damn.
Merde.
No, let's get you out of here. Just get a little here. What kind of knot did they tie? What is this? Did they double knot this? That's not safe at all.
It's actually just a single knot. He's just really bad.
It's really bad.
It's a loose one.
It's the kind that has like a couple fingers that you could squeeze your hand in.
I mean, we could make him roll for the knots and see.
No, he doesn't get to roll. At first, he's like, I got this, and then he makes the knot tighter. Like when you mess up your shoelace, it gets real tiny. Yeah.
Okay. Hold on.
Are you going to turn into a monster again?
He needs his claws for this.
Be quiet while I figure this out. This is a very complicated knot. And I'll do the thing where you just like pick at the one side of the knot just over and over and over again until you try to get it a little loose.
You finally succeed.
got that. And then the big, like, got it. Yes. Ha! That's one. I'm sorry. That was inappropriate. I'd take the gag back out. Are you okay? You're okay? I'm saving you. This is a big deal.
You have one hand free, Lillian.
Yeah.
When he's in the middle of undoing another knot, my other hand slips up behind his head and goes back, and then I act like nothing happened.
It was a ghost.
The extra giggles.
A ghost.
Quiet. I will.
You managed to free Lillian.
Free the Lillian with the other knots.
Merci.
What?
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. You're welcome. No problem.
And because you're smart people, you escaped the cellar into the library instead of the secret exit back outside.
Of course. Come on, Lillian. Come, we'll go this way. This is the fast way out.
In the library, you see the body of another hippie. This one's a guy, gasping his last breaths. You were great. I'm Carson.
No! No! Oh, my adoring fans! No!
All two of them.
4. There were 4 in that car.
Oh,
Oh, jeez.
I didn't know he could have that many.
You had the fans.
And then a mirror fogs over. The really big floor-to-ceiling mirror that's in the creepy library fogs over. And you hear theremin sound effects. Feel like you need to go up and gaze into the mirror. Leslie, calling to you.
Do not go to the mirror.
I think I need to. There's answers in this mirror. The house.
Answers? It is a mirror. You will look and you will find yourself.
Answer.
Maybe that's where the answers were all along.
I thought the answer was on Carson.
That too. Because I was, in fact, on Carson. And then I look in the mirror.
Gasp.
You look into the mirror, and like a dozen hands reach out of the mirror from all the spirits of the house, moaning, "Save us!" Grab Leslie and pull him into the mirror.
No!
And then the mirror turns back to regular glass and the fog disappears.
You bastards.
Lillian, roll integrity. Let's resolve.
Oh boy. Sorry, I was trying to see if I had a quip or anything that would have been useful or suitable for the moment.
Fail for the joke.
Oh god. You want me to, like, up the difficulty?
DC 10,
No,
what?
no, you can have a fair roll, but don't.
Oh, okay.
Nice!
Well, you're
Lillian
welcome.
screams. Lillian screams and says, "I'll save you, Leslie!" and shatters the mirror. It didn't work, but maybe if you shatter all the mirrors in the house, you'll find one that'll free him.
This is probably karma for Twain's.
No, because
Leslie.
Twain's was funny.
This is
The
pretty
So
good.
is
spirits
this.
pull you into the spirit world, and in the spirit world you can see the dark
Ain't
reflections
laughing.
of the house and all of the pain and misery and agony that happened here. But the spirits are also like pointing upstairs saying, "Finish what was undone. Complete what was never completed. Save us."
What wasn't completed? What was not done? I don't understand.
They
We
point
did
at the
the-
stairs again.
we-
Save us.
We did the thing. We know all the things that had to be done, right? We learned the items and the actual techniques. Okay.
Yes.
We did everything. We We buried the skull. We sprinkled the tears. What was the other one? Not ashes, because I shoot.
It was the
Skull.
bone
The skull,
The
the bone
ash-
of the saint, and the tears.
The ashes were never finished.
and the rosary
Right,
beads.
I know
Yeah.
I know what's actually being said. I was just trying in character to be like, we did all the things. We did the ashes. We did the skull. Or no, we did the tears. We did the skull. We did the third thing.
The rosary beads.
The rosary beads.
Oh, the
we
rosary
did the
beads,
rosary beads, and we did the ashes. Oh, did they not do the ashes? Swear. Okay.
The spirit side of the house is forever trapped in a null state where time does not pass. You run up the stairs.
Yes. Wait. No.
What?
Hey, you spirit, go in front of me. Everybody traps. Go on, go.
No.
Fine. Then yes, I will run up the stairs.
You find the discarded urn with the ashes in it that Florence had tossed before she completed it in the ancient times. You grab it,
Okay.
and you look down the hallway. You just have to run over there and pour the ashes. Even Leslie can't screw this up. Then between you and your destination appears a demon friend in all of his black, naked glory. Hey, babe, I don't want you to do that. Roll initiative.
Oh, balls.
Yes, he does have those hanging out.
No genitalia whatsoever. You don't know how.
Oh
to do
yeah,
that
so
way.
sorry, the smoothness. That's right.
You're first.
Okay. Clutch the urn. Do I have possession of the urn?
Yes.
Okay. Kind of clutch the urn close. Okay. We can talk this through. No need to get crazy. Why do you not want me to do this?
You just gonna talk for your turn?
Yeah.
Well, because I want to stay in the house forever. And then he punches you in the face.
Oh,
Roll stamina.
But I thought he
Ow.
wanted to get out of the house. Or is that not true? Did he lie to him? Did the demon lie to him?
Would the demon lie? What?
Why would the demon lie to him? I don't
rolled,
understand.
I rolled like 7 successes to sense motive this demon.
He hits you right under the chin and you go up into the air and go back like 3 feet and takes 3 bubbles of damage.
I'm gonna die very fucking quickly.
I believe you just need to just not
Give me the
fight
urn, babe.
and finish the circle.
If Luther can get through it, Leslie can get through it.
Give me the urn, babe. We'll be all over.
Okay.
He actually tells you, yeah, I did want to escape until you figured out the truth. Now you can just banish me later with the holy relics. Screw that, we're staying. We're renegotiating the contract. His claws extend.
Okay. Hold on. And I wanted... He's between me and the space, right?
Yeah.
I want to act like I'm cowering and play up the whole... No. Oh, don't hit me again, please.
Not my face.
And I want to crawl and position myself against a wall. That he's... Like, if he's in the center, I want to go one side so that he has to, like, as he comes through me, I might have, like, an angle that I can slip past really quick. But I want to act very, like, cowardly and, like, while I reposition myself. So yeah, act cowardly to, like, throw him off, position myself for a sprint at the place with the ash. No, please don't hit me. Okay, fine. We're renegotiating. And you want to stay in the house. I can make that happen. We can do that. Like, we've worked it. Look how well we've worked together so far. Come on, I'm on your side. It's me and you, babe.
All right. If you got Hulk, now's the time to blow it.
I've
You're
got
gonna need to roll persuasion plus
I've lost
manipulation.
persuasion.
versus a demon's ability to see through lies. If you have dice you can add from any source, add them all.
Okay,
Persuasion.
persuasion
Because he has
Plus-
10 dice.
manipulation.
Whoever gets the most successes wins. Has 10 dice.
Mm-hmm. Anybody in chat wants to help me out? That would be great.
Patty Shakes just gave you a dice.
Patty,
Thank
go
you.
Patty.
You also have a giant pile
Of-
of rewrites, and you're gonna need
Yeah.
them because I rolled awful.
okay, so I have
Now he has
Well,
13
Rebellion
dice.
just gave you another one.
12 dice.
Dang it, Sean, you're faster than me.
Okay, so I have
4
three.
dice.
I have,
Patty gave you all 3, and J3 Bajillion gave you 1.
okay, so I have 4 extra dice from the audience. Thank you guys so much. I've also saved 3 enhancements throughout the course of the game that I've banked from just doing awesome.
Yep.
So I'll blow those. So 1 success will automatically become 4. And then I'm rolling 4 extra dice.
Helpful Haunt rewrite. Only if haunted, 1 creature once was human. No more. Was it once human?
Wait, what?
Well, I
But
think
was
it's
the
referring.
demon-
I think it's referring to me. Like I'm haunted and I was human.
Yeah, no. It says helpful haunt is 1 rewrite only if haunted. Once the creature the creature was human, but no more. But there's a spark humanity still left. Bring minions, monsters, humanity back. No, probably wouldn't work for that. Unless
Okay.
That might help with Florence.
Can you check? Actually, I'm looking at it right now.
You can also just burn rewrites as dice.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Got a new subscriber. Thank you, Ram Squatters. Oh, he did it just so he can give more dice.
Who?
It's fine.
Ram Squatters.
No, who's he giving his dice to? Me or?
That's a good
He didn't
question.
say. Cool.
Also, Patty Shakes paid for a hydrate
Oh,
in
nice.
points, so now he requests that Voodoo take a swig before the roll. Ew.
Okay.
So you have 2 more from Ram Squatters.
I'm gonna use my trademark. It speaks with a tongue of evil. To add my trademark to my persuasion, which is another 2 bonus or enhancement dice, right?
Yep.
So I now
Correct.
have 5 enhancements attached to this roll.
Correct.
Just
How many
writing
base
this all
dice?
down. Plus, okay, my base dice is 4, but I have 4 bonus dice.
6. You got 3 from Patty, 1 from J3 Bajillion, and 2 more from Ram Squatters.
So 6 bonus dice, 5 enhancements on top of my 4 base. So I'm actually rolling equal to him in regular dice.
No, he's got 12 regular dice, no enhancement.
Okay, so then I'm rolling 10 base dice with 5 enhancements.
Mm-hmm. Your head.
Okay.
Assuming you don't buy.
And
Just don't roll like me.
and you want, I get you want to be strong, and I understand you want to stay in the house, but I wipe away the blood from my mouth. Does pride justify the means?
Vote.
Sure.
Yes. Yes.
That
Yeah,
was
it
pretty
carries.
good.
So that's another 1
One die.
bonus die?
Yeah.
Hey, do I have anything else I can use for this? Oh my good lord!
You're already up
Rewrite.
on him by like 5.
I feel like this.
So.
I feel like this is the game for me. I feel like if I don't make this, he's gonna murk me.
Rewrites.
And we got rewrites. Okay, so I'm gonna make the roll now, and we're gonna see what happens. Do I have to declare the rewrites before rolling?
If you're going to add them as dice, yes.
Does anyone want me to just add them as straight dice, or do we want to?
3 more straight dice, half the pool, and give ourselves half an XP or a full XP. Burning the rewrite die.
It's 1 XP for burning half the rewrite die.
So 3 extra. I'm
Okay.
game for it.
Anyone else got a problem with that?
I'm totally
Go
game
ahead.
for supersizing your dice pool.
All right,
much as
so
we
I now have 10 bonus dice with 5 enhancements.
And everyone drinks.
Everyone.
Perseus Othellos.
I hope everybody understands what's about to happen here, because this is the roll. This is the roll of the game for me. Holy
It
crap.
is, and the demon already rolled and did very well.
Okay, well then let's see what happens. That's a 10. That's a 10 modifier. Okay, and whatever number comes up, we're gonna add 5.
Don't roll like me.
All right, here it goes, everybody. 3, 2, 1. That's 10 successes.
No, that's 13 successes. Wait.
Oh no!
Because you rolled 5. Oh, sorry. Wait. Well, how did I get 8? Oh, I was
He
looking
only
at
had
8.
5 bonus successes. Yeah.
I was looking at the 8.
You got 10 successes. He legit rolled a 9.
You rolled
9.
Yeah, he got 4 10s, which are doubled. And an 8.
Oh!
Tyler
He
rolled like
Of course
Tyler.
he did, Sean.
Oh God! Oh.
My first thought was Tyler just needs to not roll like himself.
I could have used the roller. That wouldn't have worked out as well as real dice. But I didn't.
Sweet baby
You
Jesus.
succeed. And he's like, okay, babe, we can make up. And you roll between his legs and throw the ash. And you're like,
Aha!
ha ha, as the house starts to shake. And you're like, I will escape. And you look at him and he looks at you and you're not going back to the real world. Real mad. You should run.
Okay.
You completed the task. It didn't free you from the spirit world and he's coming at you now. You know, babe, I kill your spirit, then your body's mine.
Oh.
We're upstairs. We're upstairs, right?
Yep.
And Tyler, you have 2
And
dice
this-
from Othello's, by the way.
Oh, Othello's you jerk.
I gave them to him a long time ago.
Yeah,
And I used them on that roll.
Oh, okay.
He did start out
Okay.
saying that the demon had 10 dice, and then he said
Plus
12.
2. Yep.
And
Yeah.
you said that this place is locked in time, right?
Yes.
And I know what Walter knew, right?
Yes.
Okay. We're upstairs. I want to make a run for it. And I specifically want to run and hop over the banister and drop down that cool dope ass staircase. And I'm trying to get to where I know one of the 2 pentagrams we know exists are. Either the iron one out in the shed if it's closer or easier to get to, or the one in the tunnel.
Okay. Camera switches. Luther and Hugh, you're standing outside. And you're watching the place burn with satisfaction. When Lillian comes running up behind you panting. And Lillian, you're about to say something when you notice there's the exploded body of a dog behind the shed that's merrily burning now, and there's something gleaming in the middle of the exploded body of the dog.
There is something there.
But
I shall
You gonna go
go
grab
and
it?
Why,
sniff.
yes.
yeah, it's a
Yeah.
dead dog.
There's a burning barn.
It's the bone of the saint, and it's been shattered and sharpened.
I will go to grab it.
Lillian grabs the bone of the saint,
Yeah.
and then you all turn around to watch what Lillian's doing, just in time to see Florence seem to dissolve straight out of the night itself behind Lillian. Flap Lillian so hard Lillian goes flying forward, and you hear a crack when her head hits a rock. Lillian doesn't stand back up.
Whoa, wait, whoa, what?
Lillian's not dead. Lillian, do you happen to have real dice handy?
Dang. No, they're all in the computer room.
If you watch me disappear for 2 seconds, you can get dice.
Bring her some tens. Have her
Funny.
roll them and then send me the result privately in Discord. Lillian, roll 5 of them.
Oh crap.
Jeez.
Lillian is rolling or Florence is rolling?
Lillian. But you are now Florence. You're rolling for Lillian, but you are Florence.
Okay.
And then, while she does that, while they do that, the camera pans back to Leslie. Leslie, you're trying to get out of the house because closest pentagram is not the one in the cellar. It would be to leap out the window and make a
Okay.
run for it across the yard.
Okay, to the shed.
I need you to make an athletics plus might and then an athletics plus dexterity.
You
If
mean
you
you
can
want me
keep
to,
ahead of him first, then go through the window.
You mean you want me to make my best rolls?
Yeah.
Right.
Athletics. Oh, I'm back to normal, so I think I'm a 3.
Did you say D10?
Yep.
I thought you were a
5
2
D10.
knight, but maybe that was your other character.
I think. Well, yeah. I think this was the guy. I think I put 3 might into because I had in my head that he punched his way out of town a lot because he's a scam artist.
Correct.
Okay, so athletics plus might. Okay.
One success. Okay, now do athletics plus dex.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I not roll the right one? Sorry.
You need to do both. Athletics plus might to stay ahead of the demon. Athletics
Oh.
plus dex is to go through the window and not bounce off the glass.
1 and 1.
And roll stamina.
Oh boy. Falling damage.
No,
Glass
the demon
shards.
caught you and claws the shit out of your back as you go through the window.
2 successes.
You take 3 bubbles of damage.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's 6 total. I know. Your spirit's getting wrecked.
Archetype. Okay.
Would you like to use the archetype die from your damage on your leap out the window? Perhaps to avoid the falling damage.
Athletics is not my archetype. It was tied to my ambition.
No, when you take damage from damage bubbles, you get dice you can use on any roll.
And
It's
since
not
you've
tied to
cleared,
anything specific.
Oh, I thought
since you've
because it
cleared
said
2,
archetype.
you have 3 archetype die to use.
Yeah.
It's calling them archetype die, but in this case, they're attached to the action you take based on taking all that damage.
Okay, so what? I can use them right now?
Yes.
Yeah, what can I use them on?
You can add them as enhancements to not take the falling damage. Instead of 1 success, you get 4.
Yeah, let's do that.
You go out the window and hit the ground running. And you go sprinting towards your friends in time to see that pentagram's been burned. However, there's a glowing purple light in the middle of the fire.
I'm gonna look into the fire. So it looks like this thing's been
You have to
activated.
run into it. You have to run into that glowing purple light to escape the spirit world
Okay.
before it closes. You pass like 6 mirrors on your way out of the house. They were all shattered.
Okay. Okay. Okay, I want to try to do something else if it's possible. So what I want to try to do is trick this demon somehow to come at me. And instead of sending him out of the spirit world into the real world, I was hoping that I could use one of the pentagrams to like olay him, and then when he dives at me to kill me, he dives into an active pentagram and gets sent back to hell.
That would require them to do a ritual. Plus, you already conned him. You succeeded at the conning.
Okay.
10 versus 9.
Okay. Then
If you free
I'll...
yourself of the demon, his
He's
only
stuck.
attachment is Florence. If you destroy Florence, and by default, he's banished.
He's banished. Okay.
He's anchored to a person.
Then, yeah, I'll turn around and do my final look at him and be like, sorry, gotta run, babe. And hop through the purple
Caramel
fire.
double birds backwards into the portal.
Yes.
Roll might plus athletics one more time.
Yikes, he's gonna rip me apart as I go through. Botch!
Oh!
So, what happens is, the botch is not to not make it. You go flying into the portal either way, just as his claws almost but not quite catch you. And you're like, haha, I succeeded! And land in the burning fire barn instead of back outside. You immediately catch fire.
Hop, drop, and roll.
And now you all need to roll initiative because you're all together, and Florence is the only thing left between you and burning the house.
God.
Lillian does not roll initiative since she's passed out.
And once again, my amazing rolls.
Someone please remind me. It's Dex plus.
Cunning.
Cunning.
Aha.
It's one single d10 plus your dots.
Oh, that's right.
And no, you're not rolling for Lillian, you're rolling for Florence.
Correct.
You are in control of the supervillain. I'm just here to watch.
And this is, everyone, this is how friendships are tested to see if they withstand.
No. That would only be true if you were still a PC. We do not. Vorpal Tales almost never does PvP between PCs. But now that you're a villain, you're just role-playing the villain.
And it's glorious.
Right.
And if you
Yeah,
win,
12,
then it will be
a
even
9,
better.
a 10, and a 13. So, you keeping that 13?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Giles and Leslie, who gets the 10?
Yeah, same order, I think.
All right. You're first. Like I said, Ever is only role-playing Florence. This is the NPC monster. And if she doesn't get violent enough with you, I will take over.
I will, I'll just go square up and punch her in the face.
Roll it. Might plus close combat.
I'm using a bare knuckle brawler, so that would go with my combat or close combat.
Yes, absolutely.
That's an extra dice to roll, right? That's what that gives you.
What was that for? An archetype?
No, it's trademark.
Let's do enhancements.
Trademarks are extra dice. Yes.
Okay.
But you can only use them once in a story, if I'm thinking of the
Right.
right thing. You get two, you can only use it once, and it's actually dice. It's the other thing.
Yeah, that's right.
The-
I'm thinking
that's
tropes.
Enhancement. Yeah, tropes are enhancement. Correct.
Yeah.
2 successes.
The other T word.
Florence, roll stamina. Well, no. Other your stamina rolls because we don't know your stats. You punch Florence. Little bit of blood comes out. Florence seems unconcerned. Florence, tell Hugh. You have to do better than that, darling.
You're going to have to do better than that, darling. Don't touch me with your awful hands. That second part was a clip.
Okay.
No.
The DM says you get it.
No.
Yes, because I enjoy this.
What would you like to do with your action, Lillian? Florence.
I'm a punch him back. See what happens.
No claws, just a closed fist punch.
Yes.
Roll
The
stamina,
desperate
Hugh.
figures.
How much damage do you currently have, Hugh?
3.
Okay, you're fine so far then.
1 success.
You take 2 bubbles. She hits really hard. Luther.
Luther is going to, well, he's better at shooting than he is at punching, so he's going to try and shoot.
Shoot it. Shoot the vampire.
I'm going to shoot the vampire right in the face. Still Dex?
Yeah, Dex plus firearms.
Aim. Yeah.
Aim.
Whoa!
Oh,
Wow.
I shoot you good!
Shoot him real good.
that hurt.
Bow, bow,
Lawrence.
bow, bow.
That was a human bullet, but it still hurt.
I did hit you in the face, I said.
Yes.
It
Right through
messed
the
up your
cheekbone.
makeup.
It goes right through the cheekbone and leaves a little 22 hole. It's very cute. But then, like, there's a splash of gore from the back of her head, and she's like, rude.
You are quite incorrigible.
Leslie, roll stamina, then stop, drop, and roll for a turn.
Yeesh. Okay.
How much damage do you have?
Don't worry
Oh, look,
about
you have
it.
none because that was all to your spirit. However, you are fatigued,
Wait.
and I'm applying a
What?
silent penalty to all your rules.
Hold
The
on,
demon
wait.
hurt your spirit, not your body.
So what do I do with all this damage?
Get rid of it.
Yep, you're back to 0 damage, except that you're on fire, and you're now soaking fire damage.
Oh!
You're fine.
3 successes
Oh, look at
against
that!
fire.
You put out the
Oh,
fire
wow.
before it burns you.
Stop, drop, and roll, baby.
See, there's a reason why they tell you to do it so much when you're a kid.
SDR all day long.
Back to you, Hugh.
AB SDR. Always be stop, drop, and rolling.
I'm gonna shout "Taste cold, Silverfell beast" as he wedges the silver cross and like he puts the cross in his hands, like the end of it sticking out from his knuckles between his fingers,
Okay.
and he's gonna punch her with it, stab her, and that was a quip. So
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Roll it.
oh, here. Come on.
Roll it again. I allow a max of 5 per player per session. Thank you. There we go.
There you go.
You run her through with the steel, and you actually see the flesh burn and bubble, and she makes a vampire hiss scream.
Nice.
Feel free to attempt that if you'd like, Florence.
His scream?
Yes.
So like a scris.
A scris. See if she can pull it off, folks. I'll take it. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Leslie, you're like, that was nothing. And then 4 hands grab you from behind and yank you out the window and throw you on the ground. And the 2 smiling sexy co-eds are looming over you saying, oh no, you're staying with us. They begin to beat you unconscious.
Unconscious?
They're trying.
Oh, I thought, okay. Is it my turn?
No, it's their turn. More NPCs are arriving.
These guys suck.
Roll stamina. They're kicking and punching you to knock you out so they can drag you away and make you their, I don't know,
Person.
concubine.
They're friends.
1 success.
3 bubbles of punch kick damage.
Okay.
Lawrence, what would you like to do? It's your turn.
My face, my beautiful face, which is a quip. And I'm gonna go after our Sherlock over there.
Ah,
Yeah,
Oh
not the
my.
one who did more damage. The one who did your face. Yeah, I knew it.
Punch, claw, bite, or mesmerize.
He was already under my control once. Let's attempt mesmerization.
Roll integrity plus resolve, Luther.
I already knew it was coming, and I lined it up. 2 successes.
Oh no. Tie. Do it again.
What?
But I already got 2 successes, man.
So did Florence.
Yeah, but you rolled. 1?
Tie again. You win. You're the player. That's 2 ties.
Oh, how did you only roll 1?
Nice.
He doesn't have as much dice in that as he does other things. Plus, when you're fighting, there's a penalty. At least that's what I'm making up on the fly.
Perfect.
Charming is not as effective in a combat situation. So
like
Othellos
D&D.
wants to know if his wife can give dice to Tyler.
If she subscribes.
Make a Twitch account and log in.
Just
Leslie,
just
you look
log
up
in
into
for
the-
that.
smiling faces of the co-eds, and you realize they're both possessed.
That's messed up.
Wait, so does one of them say hey and then the other one says babe?
That is correct.
Yes!
Luther, it's your turn.
All right, she went right up to me. Florence went right up to me, so I'm just going to put the barrel right up and trigger happy.
Do it.
Still counts as dex.
Yep, no, you can use cunning. This is probably the last time you're going to shoot something in this story.
Dude, 2 extra dice is worth it. And I failed.
Lillian, please roll. You can use physical dice if you want. It doesn't matter. 6d10. Send me the results in Discord.
Oh, please don't be bad. Please roll bad. Please roll bad.
No, this is Lillian rolling, not Florence.
Oh, Lillian. Please roll well. Please roll well. Lie and tell them you got like 19 successes.
See how epic this is.
We're dropping dice. We're dropping
Epic
dice.
floor battle.
That's not a good epic roll face.
No. That's them. They're
Oh.
setting you up for a
Oh.
swerve.
Actually, that
That
one in
was
the middle
the-
is the one you needed, Leslie. So,
That
you
was
put
the
the gun
face
in
of I can't
Lord
find
Florence's face and pull the trigger, and Florence, hilarity vampires out of the way and laughs at you. But then you all watch Lillian leap up from the ground and bury the sharpened saint of a bone into the back of Florence right through her heart.
Oh,
Dying
wow.
vampire
Sharpened
scream,
saint of a
Florence.
bone.
Dying vampire scream, Florence.
Prepare your ear holes, people.
Oh, yikes.
Her own microphone cut that ass off.
Take a breath.
Strongly approved.
Going.
Strongly approved.
Everyone on set is just like, they're just going for it. Okay.
Ram Squatter's cat just left the room.
see, that would be the rewrite pool thing. I'm a serious actor. That
Yes.
you did it without the rewrite.
Leslie. Got two halves of your old friend looming over you.
Okay. I want to try to do a lot of things here, so I need you to work
Okay.
with me as much as possible. The first one's pretty straightforward. It's a dude and a lady, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna kick the dude as hard as I can.
Anywhere special?
Right square in the balls.
Okay.
Okay. So I want to do that to just at least buy myself enough time to focus on just her.
Okay.
So, wham! First guy. I look at her and I grab her and I'm like, I know you're still in there. I know you are. That night we shared was not this demon. Look at me. Look at us. Look at him. All three of us. Yeah, I know. Listen to me. I know you're still in the house. Find a pentagram. Find purple light. Jump through. You can fight him. He's not as strong as you think. Do it! Run! Run now!
You kick the guy straight in the nuts, and you grab the girl and you distract her enough without even having to roll dice that she's focused on you. And you all hear two sets of running feet coming from behind going, "No! He was so good on Carson!" And your two remaining groupies tackle those two, and they go flying into the inferno. You were great on Carson!
Jesus.
You have sycophant, zealot, like, people that care about you for some reason.
No! Oh!
Well, now I really have to actually see that episode of Carson.
Barn explodes. You're all knocked back, and the wind is knocked out of you. While you try to catch your breath, the flaming bits of inferno hit the house, which catches on fire now that the evil's been banished. You sit back and watch the house burn.
Oh, did I lock Scooter out?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then,
Sorry. Cat needs food, everybody. Sorry.
You be nice
then-
to Scoots.
I am always
Well, you're-
nice to Scoots.
while you're sitting watching the house burn, you hear noise from the collapsed barn.
Sean's very protective of Scoots.
You hear noise from the collapsed barn, and the girl
Oh?
comes crawling out, choking and covered in soot. "You saved me!" and collapses into your arms, Leslie.
Sense motive.
When the barn exploded, the pentagram was destroyed and there was no more anchor. The demon is gone.
We're positive of that.
You were positive of that, yes.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
And then the
Sounds
camera
perfectly
closes.
plausible.
And the camera closes on the four of you leaving, with Leslie carrying his new, next month or so, girlfriend.
We have to end on her covered very artistically in soot so that it's just a couple of streaks while her makeup is still perfect and her hair still movie quality. You're like, I knew you were strong enough. I knew you would make it. And as I listen for my music cue, I lean in and do a passionate 70s kiss.
But before the credits roll, the camera zooms out on you kissing as everyone sighs and walks away from the burning house. The camera zooms in behind the house to the shadowy figure of the professor running off into the night.
Oh,
Dun dun dun!
That bastard.
That rat bastard.
That mustachioed bastard.
Okay,
Wow.
you've completed the story, so now I want to hear, and so do the viewers, starting with Sean. What are your thoughts on the game? The awesome just in Kickstarter, about to be out of Kickstarter game.
On this game?
It
Specifically?
came from beneath the grave. Tell us what you think about the game as a whole, not necessarily the story, but the game.
It's just as cool as the Deep one.
It came from beneath the sea, which is
They came
available
from
for
beneath the
purchase
sea.
now on Drive-Thru RPG as of
Yeah,
today.
Yeah, playing the different hunters, and I specifically chose different things for them so that they could do a different thing. I realized there are, depending on the game, like depending on what you choose, like there was a couple things I just didn't use. So yeah, I really like the way that you can kind of build a character based off 3 things, and then the quips are always fun, and the quips are the best. Actually, that's the best part. And just being able to somehow slide those in there some weird way. I think that might be my favorite part of this game. But yeah, I dug it. Yeah,
Luther.
I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry, you weren't done. Continue.
No, I like. I guess I don't know. I dig it. I dig this one. I think I like From Beneath the Sea better, but I definitely dig this one too. Like, I like the concept of you're playing a game that is a movie, and you can meta the movie as you go along, and that along with the quips is like I just love that. I love that you can.
And you like the genre of the other one.
Yeah, true, but it's like you're playing 2 games. You're playing the game, and then you're also playing the sort of outside version of the game that is the meta game that is figuring out how to like just tweak the thing in your favor. So that's a lot of fun.
Luther.
I thoroughly enjoyed this game, especially when it was, oh god, this is a terrible decision. Let's do it. Oh,
You mean falling in line with the tropes of the genre?
Oh yeah, exactly. And like you said, those quips, they're fantastic. I mean, some of them were just, you're looking at it like, oh, that's awful. When am I ever gonna... Oh, I used it just now. My favorite, the worst one for anyone to ever do in a game, the very first quip I did, let's split up. It's the perfect one for this type of movie, too. And it's just great because we got everyone involved too. It wasn't just us playing. We got to have other people join in and, basically playing with us, watching with us, metagaming with us. It was fun.
Yes. Steve.
So I think obviously Sean touched on a lot of things, and I'm going to mirror a little bit of that. With this kind of being in the same vein as they came from Beneath the Sea, like the mechanics and the structure of the game is really awesome. Same with that one. If you look for both of them, look for Beneath the Sea, look for this. I think I like this one a little bit more. They made a few, because it's the second attempt and run through, and they kind of are able to fine tune some things. I think they've made a few very small adjustments with the mechanics that I really, really like. But specifically for me, as a fan of both genres, the stuff that they put in this game that captures the genre and the storytelling of it over just playing a different version of Beneath the Sea is perfect. We got a manuscript copy of the book. We were able to read through it and look through it and see kind of what the concepts were and what they were writing in regard to the game. And the lore, it's not a lore-based game, but like the ideas and the concepts and the tips and tricks and the things that they make you focus on, or not make you, but like suggest and tell you to look into, so perfectly captures the style of movie this game is going for. And just as a fan of those movies, I just got giddy reading it and getting to play it. So if you're a fan of this genre at all, or horror at all, this is a perfect game, and you're going to learn so much and get a lot out of it. And I love this. I love it so much. So for me, that's my favorite part, is kind of getting to dig into those tropes and concepts. And we watched, me and Ever watched the first Christopher Lee Dracula movie, and we both made the comment when Van Helsing is in the tomb and he sees both Dracula and the bride of Dracula, and he stakes the bride, and then he turns around and Dracula is gone, which means that Dracula was there and then he's gone. And then 2 seconds later, Dracula dramatically bursts through the door to pose and monologue. And in the book, there is a thing that talks about your villains leaving a scene to immediately come back into it, dramatically. So it just captures all of those things, and for me, it's those little things, and I can't stress how good this book is.
Finally ever.
Well, I am loving They Came From in its entirety. You know, the deep, beyond the grave, like, I love it all. And honestly, if you haven't seen any Hammer films, you really should, because I hadn't before starting this, and then
It became Hammer time.
Ruined it. Just ruined it. Just nope. Mute. You got to go on mute now.
Go.
You're done.
-10.
You're done.
minus 10 points from Slytherin.
Take all his XP.
Yes. And by the way, trans rights. So anyway, because I mentioned Slytherin and J.K. Rowling sucks. But anyway, okay. So the mechanics of this game are actually really, really cool, and it doesn't. I don't want to leave this game without saying that they're actually pretty great to pick up on. I, as a player, am kind of like slow and forgetful when it comes to types of roles and what you're supposed to roll. That's just how my brain works. And so my having to ask the DM and other players what's this role supposed to be is not a reflection of how easy and adaptable the system is, because it really is. I've played multiple types of games, and this one's like pretty cut and dried. I really enjoy in the skills how each one that you pick for your character, next to it you write the path that it came from, like your archetype, origin, ambition. So that was pretty neat. It kind of like put it in a logic sort of context for me, like why I would have those skills. Aspirations are always fun. For someone like me, it's kind of hard to predict what my character might do, so I've definitely learned a lot in kind of evaluating where the game might go. I mean, I actually got to use two of my aspirations tonight, so that was pretty neat. Connections are super helpful, as you guys saw with I went and, as Florence, talked with the priest to get the rosary beads, which was pretty neat. And of course, like the rest of us, my absolute favorite things: quips, tropes, trademarks. I love it because it helps you get into a creative mindset of, you're reading these clips and you're like, how can I use this in this moment? And you can turn it from something super silly to super serious. Like if you were to walk out to Eventide Manor and my character Lillian goes, we're in the middle of nowhere, it's really dramatic, versus we're in the middle of nowhere. You can go so many different ways depending on your inflection and the scenario in itself. I really enjoy the metagaming where we're not actually these people. We're not actually Lillian and Florence. We're the actors playing Lillian and the actor playing Florence. And that allows for so much comedy and perfect balance of like drama and comedy. It's a dramedy. Yeah, those are my favorite bits. And I really look forward to seeing where it goes with other players and streamers.
Not to jump, but just ever reminded me two things. I think that's also the really important thing we should point out, is that ours was a little bit more of the corny, fun, silly Hammer movies, but they're you can play this game completely straight and completely serious and get like really horror with it and still be in line with the tone and everything that was happening. So it's such an adaptable game. And I think the other thing you touched on is it's a story-based storytelling game that the mechanics are there to help serve the storytelling, and the storytelling back to serve the mechanics. So I really appreciate that. Like, there are mechanics in the game that help you flesh out the story, and I just love that. So
Yeah, anyone watching, go check out Red Moon Roleplaying's version of this. You can take it to a very serious place and make it, an actual horror game. So it definitely works both ways. From the GM's perspective, the only thing I have to add is it's really easy to GM this game. You don't GM a lot, it's not hard to do it with this one. You can pick up the book, spend a few hours reading it, and after 2 sessions, it's easy. Only thing is remembering which words to use because I GM so many games, but storytelling this game is simple and easy and fun and flexible. I cannot recommend it enough. So, dear viewers, we've reached the end of this story and an ancient evil has been banished, for now. But we're not quite done tonight. One more time, let's vote for favorites. No more bonus die, this time it's all half XP. And if you have a weird half XP, round up. Luther, who and why?
I'm going to give it to my good man High because he and I stayed alive together throughout the end. We did so well, man. Even though you don't remember half of it.
I mean, he does, but he doesn't. It's
a
it's
blur.
all fuzzy. It's a little fuzzy.
It's a drunken haze.
But now he's cleansed that area, so he might be able to just build a nice little log cabin, settle down, find peace.
Get killed by a werewolf.
Who and why?
Yeah, I'll give it to Luther since we had to take down some gnarly stuff.
We took down a vampiress, and then of course got kill stolen
cultists
by
and imps and hellhounds
Lillian.
and all kinds of stuff. So yeah,
Lillian was our kill stealer for the vampire.
She did do that.
Yeah,
that's right. Lillian, who and why?
Oh my gosh. Since it's the last episode, it's even harder to pick because it's like, which 2 players do I want to leave disgruntled? No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so don't hate me, guys. I'm gonna give it to Steve for totally derailing my role playing with friggin' twains,
and zombie boings.
and then at the end, we're all like, "Cool, let's get the heck out of here," and he's like, romantically kiss the cult member.
The cult member.
But also the fact that he's like, roll for motive.
Roll for sense motive. Yes.
Yeah, that was great.
And last but not least, Leslie.
So this, I say this a lot. We all say this a lot. This legitimately might be the hardest choice I've had to make for my favorite, because I started off, I was gonna vote for Sean because he had the most dope ass like fight in the middle, and that fight was just really cool, and like I was like, yeah, Sean will get it. But then Sean got a vote, and I was like, well, I don't want to give Sean 2 votes. That seems like overkill.
Why? You've gone away with 3 votes one night.
Yeah, because I
clear swept one night.
Yeah, because I earned it. And so then I was like,
so I'm killing you and Devin's character in the Starfinder game. Cool.
And then I was like, well, I mean, I should give it to Devin then, because he also helped with all of the fights, and he should get the XP, and he did really well, and fought off the mesmerism, and just did great overall. Then Sean voted for him, and I'm like, Sean voted for him, and that just, I don't want to steal someone else's vote.
But you don't want to give it to the supervillain?
And then I realized that the correct answer was in front of me the whole time. Ever, you did double duty. You played 2 characters. You NPC'd a vampire. You did the death scream and all of the hisses and the fang exposing. Just like our scene with you being gagged and bound in the bed was hilarious. So my vote goes to Ever. But I legitimately,
I
everybody.
terrorized a cat.
Yeah, exactly. Legitimately, though, everybody tonight, like, this was one of my favorite sessions in one of my favorite games. So appreciate you guys.
Normally at this point I would say, well, it appears you found an item in our shop that calls to you. I think I'd like to point out on our last session, we steal those openers and closers from the movies these games are based on. So now that the story is over, if you have not, you need to go watch both It Came From Beneath the Sea and From Beyond the Grave to see what the namesakes are that these games were taking. Players and groovy groupies, tell us what you're up to after this and where they can find you this week.
At Space Lord PJs needs to read the Avernus book so that he knows what he's doing tomorrow, and then that's my chore. That's what I have to do. No more Conan until I do that.
Good luck.
I know, right?
I tip my hat to your attempt.
Well, you can find me on the interwebs as Changeling Ever, and I will be looking ridiculously forward to playing Animal Crossing. D&D for fun on Sunday evenings, which is awesome. It's a superheroes game. And then you'll find me Monday playing 57 in our Mage Technocracy game. I love that character so freaking much. And then I believe after this, we will be playing Hunter. Yes?
Correct.
Yes.
Audible gasp.
Yes. And welcome, Plastic Age Plays from your raid. Is that a greeting? Is that appropriate?
Yes.
Very much so.
Someone should
Hello.
say hi to Travis and his people. Because we love
Thanks.
Hi, Travis and his people.
And the raid, even though we are also ending.
Okay. Well, hear the good parts. Go, Leslie.
Yes, hi. I have been Steve. You can find me on the internet at Voodoo Arcade. You can find me here at Vorpal Tales pretty much any of the times that we do things. That is currently Monday, Thursday, Friday on our channel, Vorpal Tales, and then Wednesdays here at Onyx Path. You can find us as well. I'll be playing Sean's game tomorrow. I will be running the finale of Mutants and Masterminds Future Fates before beginning to prep for Conan and an Age Undreamed Of, beginning 1 week from Friday. So tune in for some awesome Conan RPGing. There will be many harsh environments and ruins to explore.
First of all, Tyler, I'd like to thank you for calling me and Steve one of the good parts, because we came
You're
after Ever and we were still the good parts. Yeah, I know. I was
Picked
confused.
up on that, yes.
Yeah. So, I'm Devin. You can find me at Sort of Sullied online, and this week I will be working on reading up on Hunter, as well as playing Call of Cthulhu on the PS4, because, yeah. And other than that, I will be trying to hopefully rest the Switch away occasionally for playing some Breath of the Wild, because I am never going to stop playing that game until the second version, Breath of the Wild 2, comes out. I'm not obsessed.
I myself am in all of our games. On Monday, we'll be playing Mage. We'll see what happens to the Amalgam and the one wayward dream speaker that's with them. Sean will not be with us, so I'm absolutely certain nothing weird and trippy will happen to him in the game. Wednesday will be our first session of Hunter the Visual 2E on this channel. We'll put away some of the comedy and add some of the more serious back in. It'll be good times. You should check it out. On Thursday is Avernus, and on Friday will be Conan Adventures in an Age Undreamed Of by Odysseus. So, remember, follow Onyx Path and their YouTube channel as well as their Twitch. Head over to our Twitch on Vorpal Tales. Follow us there. And then our YouTube for past archives. Like and subscribe to both. Leave comments. Check out our website so you can join our Discord and hang out. And if you're so inclined, check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Vorpal. But until we see you next time, we must leave you because we need to lock up the store and turn out the lights. Tomorrow is another day, and the shop will be open for another customer's tale of how they came from beyond the grave.
Gasp.
Night.